Guys, last year, South Africa was the laughing stock in that Newlands test match. Was it last year? Was it just the year before it? When you're in your 30s, time really flies by. But you guys know exactly the test match that I was talking about, okay? I've been doing some live streams today. I've really actually been enjoying it. It's lovely chatting to all of you guys. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming again. I'll try and hop on as soon as possible, but probably after the first 40 minutes or something, I'll try and get on a live and then we can all watch it together. It's been exciting stuff. I mean, I do think, you know, if the whole week you're going to be saying, oh, we're going to give you a sporting pitch, we're going to see runs, etc., then, you know, what the hell are we seeing here? Thank you so much. I'm enjoying all of the half centuries, the centuries. It's been beautiful, batting, smooth. Look at all the boundaries. Look at all the sixes. None of that. Okay, so I feel like we're all a little bit confused as to what the hell is going on here. But now the Newlands scenario that happened over there, that's cancelled. That is now expired. It is spilled milk, okay? Because this is a very similar scenario to me, in my opinion, as to what we experienced there. But that's not to say I am blaming the pitch if South Africa ends up losing. I don't think this is quite over yet. I will say that. I'm not at all blaming the pitch. As a cricketer, you have to play with what is in front of you. That's what India did. You know, India went to Newlands, they played what was in front of them, and they won the match fair and square. That's what happened. If South Africa loses, I mean, I've given so many reasons in yesterday's video why we could very possibly be losing. I'll touch on some of that now as well, but it's going to be their own fault. We even won the toss and we batted first. So, yes, anyway, let's get over all of that. Let's get into today's match. Right. Look, let's start off with, again, South Africa. I think we just didn't start well. Now, on a pitch like this, where time is moving at the bloody speed of light, you want to grasp every single moment. Every single 10 minutes, a session can be won or lost. Am I right or am I right? Because look at how many wickets Jadeja took just in that one over. You know, that session, it belongs to India, but it pretty damn well, hell well, belongs to Jadeja. Now, again, yesterday I was speaking about all of these right-handed batters that South Africa has, and I think maybe it can sometimes get a little bit boring or annoying when people keep speaking about this right-left-hand situation. Guys, cricket is a complex, beautiful sport, okay? It is for people who love thinking. This game is stuff that you need to think about. Can you imagine how much a captain goes through on that field, constantly having to think of this and this and this? You don't get that in football or rugby or all of these sports that we love so much. Tennis, yeah, probably, maybe. Tennis is a tough sport. But if you're going to give Jadeja 7 to 8 right-handed batters there at the back, you know, it's Christmas that comes early. The only way to break all of that gift giving is to, maybe you should have had a Luandre Pretorius in there, or a Mutusami, even an Andre Berger coming in at number 8 or number 9. You know, just to have something different, because obviously he's a right arm off spinner. A left arm off spinner. He loves bowling to right-handed batters, and he was a force of nature today. There was no stopping him. And if you're surprised at that, then you should watch more cricket. So that's the first bit. I think we got it wrong. We got it wrong when we bowled to India, you know, the 128 kilometers an hour, Vian Mulder. I thought we got that wrong. You need pace. We saw today Corbin Bosch, when he bowled with some real pace, he actually got the ball to move around a bit, right? So that was fantastic. I think he was hitting the 140s, which was good to see. Fantastic wickets, that one of Rishabh Pant. I thought Markram was great in the slips today. See, that's what these things come down to in the subcontinent. Like, what are you contributing? If you're an all-rounder, are you contributing wickets? Are you contributing runs? Are you taking some marvelous catches in the slip? What are you doing? Because every tiny little contribution in the subcontinent, actually everywhere in the damn world, how much are you contributing to your team? And if you are not contributing enough, maybe you're contributing a hell of a lot in South Africa or Australia or England, but you're not contributing in Asia, then you shouldn't be in the team. Right? It's as simple as that. We can't go in with 8, 9 players strong Because your weaknesses, they will be found out in Test match cricket. They will. There's no place to hide. We saw that with Australia versus England in the previous Ashes. Australia were dominating that whole series, and all of a sudden things just started crumbling a little bit, and these little cracks opened up, not on the pitch, in the players, you know, in the techniques and everything. So you're only as good as your weakest player in this format. Getting back to India, we all spoke about Washington Sundar and KL Rahul. Yeah, we look at how South Africa batted now as well. And the question is, how do you bat on this bloody pitch, this minefield, this graveyard, as some of you said today in the stream? Marco Jansen tried to go ultra attacking, but maybe somebody like a Dewald Brevis, who probably would be the best out of the 22 players on the park in terms of, you know, battling spin and really attacking it, but he's not there. If South Africa can get 20, 30 runs tomorrow, if we can make it to 3 figures, 100, that's going to feel like a lot of runs on this pitch, guys, because look how we struggled here. Jadeja, 30 minutes of Jadeja, and we saw, 3-4 wickets going down, only 20 runs. I think the one ball was an accidental 4, maybe 2 accidental 4s. He didn't really concede, pretty much. He didn't put a foot wrong. And you're being helped a lot on this pitch. Okay, the pitch is your best friend if you're a spinner here. And so for me, Maharaj wasn't really on top of his game today, which really surprised me because this situation was made for him. Right, he overpitched a lot of deliveries. Wasn't a lot of flight in some of his balls. He was bowling really quickly. Guys, Simon Harmer, some of his balls was like 75 kilometers an hour. The man was brave today and he got rewarded. Obviously, some of them are 85, 90, but it's about setting up the batters, right? Oh, okay, you're bowling slow. Look at all of that turn. Then you throw a straight one that doesn't turn, LBW. That's what you got to do. You know, Jadeja, genius in that type of thing. Maharaj is as well, but I didn't see a lot of that today. Maybe because India don't have that many right-handed batters there at the top. Maybe it's a little bit more difficult for him. But then you bring in Simon Harmer a little bit earlier and you make sure that Simon gets Sundar. He did in the second ball. Now the left-handers, they keep coming. Simon keeps attacking. So for me, to wait a whole hour to do that, my mind is absolutely boggled. But India, I feel they're still in front. You guys are still in front here, but only by a little bit. You know, this pitch is getting tougher and tougher. If we could have gotten 150, I would have said we will win the match, but I don't know how we're going to get there unless we see some more Pakistan heroics that we did there in Pakistan, but we don't have Rabada. Also a left-handed batter, not there now. We're going to have to get our tactics right from ball one. If we're going to have to defend 70, 80, 90, 100, we're going to have to get it right from ball one. And for me, I'll give Corbin Bosch, I'll give Jansen 2 or 3 overs, and then I would actually just go straight to Harmer and Maharaj, because both of them, they bowled quite a bit with a new ball in Pakistan, so why the hell not? Let the chips fall where they may. But what were your thoughts on today? Yeah, it was crazy, and see you tomorrow morning, guys.